Welcome to another time on Hangout with PF. As always, it's always an excitement and an honor to take you on a journey of wisdom. Today, we will be looking at the subject Home Still Needs You. Home still needs you. So, when we talk about home, what is home? Home is simply where purpose is. Home is where purpose is. Every other place is just a place away from home. Home is where your purpose is. Home is more or less the place of your primary assignment, the place where your gift, your talent, your giftings is required and would be appreciated and valued. It's the place where your service, your endeavor would be legitimate. In other words, it would have the accepted impact that it should have, and by this gives your life and your living a meaning. It's popular that we hear that they say leave your comfort zone, that everything that you want is at the other side of where you are. Everything that you need, everything that you desire is at the other side. But oftentimes we do not realize that when they say leave your comfort zone, it never meant that you should step out of your purpose. It never meant that you should step out of the very thing from which you have been called to do. Stepping out of your comfort zone is more or less you going in the direction of your very purpose and not to step out of it. And we go in search of knowledge to understand a couple of things, and that's really what we do when we get out of our comfort zone. We go in search of knowledge, and when we go in search of knowledge, we do this to understand where we are and where we need to be. One of the key things that we experience or we realize when we go in search of knowledge is that we realize where we are and we get to discern where we need to be. Also, it's to equip ourselves for where we need to be. Knowledge helps us to be prepared for that which is to come, which is the next phase, next season, next moment of our lives. Also, knowledge, going in search of knowledge, helps us to discern what we already have in our possession, its usefulness, and the relevance to where we are headed. Having more knowledge, having more working knowledge helps us to realize what we already have, to know that what we have oftentimes is more than enough and is just requiring us to put it to work, to take advantage of the circumstances and situations that are prevailing all around us, and we get to see its relevance in the things to come. But what we have come to realize is that when people go in search of knowledge, especially in places where there is a demonstration, a manifestation of that knowledge that they go in search of, we find out that a lot of people go in search of knowledge and stay in the place where they acquire the knowledge, forgetting and neglecting their place of primary assignment, their place of primary purpose. Yes, going in search of knowledge might seem to be going to greener pastures, as it were, going to the place where it's all figured out, where the systems are working, where everything is going the way it should go. But that's not an excuse for us to neglect and ignore the purpose for which we are in the earth and also in the place where we are. Additional knowledge and the understanding thereof is actually actually supposed to change our circumstance, to change the experiences that we have, to improve it, to make our environment better. But we find that a lot of people, they go in search of knowledge and never return. They go in search of knowledge and ignore their destinies, as it were. They ignore the very thing that they were supposed to do, the very purpose, the lives that they were supposed to touch, as a result of acquiring understanding and implementing the new knowledge. A lot of people are supposed to be pioneers, but when they went in search of knowledge, they found the place where they learned to be more comfortable than where they are coming from, and for that reason naturalized into those systems where they went to acquire knowledge and understanding. And that's why a lot of places seem to be undeveloped, because those who were charged with the responsibility and the commitment to bring about the change and the transformation decided to ignore the very reason why they were sent out in the first place, and left where they were to just remain as it is. And the thing is, everything in life changes. Change is the constant thing in nature. Nothing remains the way it is, because always there is something that is acting on every current situation, either making it better or making it worse. And this is a call to action for each and every one of us. Do not let the comfort of Egypt, do not let the comfort of the place of learning make you ignore your destiny, make you ignore the very calling that is upon your life. You were built to be a light. You were built to make a difference. You were sent into this world to be where you are, to be an advantage to the place, to be the one who will bring about a transformation. Please do not abandon your duty post. For a moment in time, you will need to have your vision changed, refreshed, enhanced, but it doesn't mean that you do not carry the light that will bring about a change in where you currently are. Don't wait for others to build your stand. Don't wait for others to do that which you have been assigned to do. Go and learn and return to make a difference. I hope that in these words that we have heard, it brings about a reconciliation in our hearts, in our minds, in the way we view acquiring new experiences, acquiring new knowledge, because it is supposed to make a difference where you are. Till I come again next time, remain blessed and God bless you.